The Deep End Broadcasting Network.
Ford, a three-time 20-goal scorer, goes to the net. Right down the slot, it's Vince Dunn, and he scores. Going back to last season, Pasternak. Now it's 61 goals. In his last 83 games as his one-timer finds the back of the net. Through center out in the goal. Metzger has it in neutral towards the empty cage. He scores again. Alex Ovechkin one closer to 800. There's the draw. Now it's a 3-on-2 for the Stars. Liddell carries up the cross ice. Landry, and they score! Glendening went to the net, redirects it. A shorthanded goal makes it 4-1 Dallas. That will not make the coach happy.
What the puck is going on?
This is What the Puck is Going On for Tuesday, March the 21st, 2023. It is 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here in the United States of America, and this is your wagering show about the National Hockey League. One programming note, Inquisition Unknown is planned for tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are in a lot of back and forth with a lot of guests. If we don't have complete confirmation, then we may bag it for tomorrow, right after the rugby show, so 9 o'clock Eastern. Hoping to have everything solidified by then. Man, that is a lot tougher to get than guest for any of the other shows on the network. That's for sure. Okay, so Inquisition Unknown to be determined. If we don't have it on tonight at 8, then we will have it on tomorrow night. More than likely, there's been a lot of communication with a lot of people today. So I think something will pan out, or at least I will have faith that it does. Okay. Let's get to it. The National Hockey League. After a somewhat smaller slate last night, some important things did happen. Our one game with our little parlay pick didn't quite get there. Edmonton had to go to overtime to beat the Sharks. I think we liked them in regulation. Colorado got there easily in regulation, and the Florida Panthers got there easily as well. We had a nice little lean with the Senators. They win at Pittsburgh. So that's going to shuffle some things in terms of the wild card and how everything sits with that. Right now, Florida has jumped into the wild card last spot. So that's what we said could happen. Florida now has 79 points. Pittsburgh has dropped to 78 points. The Senators, with their win, have 73 now, and they will play Boston tonight. So a tough back-to-back for them. The Islanders sitting with 80 points. They play tonight as well. This is a heavy slate. A lot of good games tonight. Everything's going to matter for the most part. Even the Rangers, who are creeping up on Carolina, plays Carolina tonight. They can get down to within 4 points of the Metropolitan. So where they were counted out and still paying huge odds as of yesterday to win that division. Nephew Dave just sent me his pick, so Metro. You thought they were kind of slumbering a little bit out of it, but a big number still to be paid on that. Let's see where it is, actually. I'd be interested to see where that moved from yesterday. Anyway, absolutely the Rangers can make a run and win that division. Let's see. Rangers to win the Metro right now are still 29-1 odds, and they play Carolina tonight. All right, so that says something. Kings, good money at 2-1 odds. Minnesota, still good money at 5-1 odds. So maybe take a look at that, people. That could actually all happen with the National Hockey League. Okay, with the games, let's get to the slate since we have a full slate. Western Conference, let me go over that. We talked about the Penguins. Let's see. Minnesota, 1 point back at Dallas. Now, man, they're paying big to win that division, just like we said, 5-1, 88 points overall. And the Kings tied for their division lead with Vegas, 92 points. Wow, so that's a big ticket that can all actually hit. A total of 5 points separated there in the standings. Let's take a look at what that actually would pay. Man, I'm completely off track because I'm flabbergasted for what this number is right now and what you can get paid. I wasn't even going to look at any of that, but man, I don't know how you don't. Rangers to win their division, Wild to win their division, a point back, and the Kings to win their division tied for the lead right now. $10 wins you $5,390. Wow. All right, so there you go. That's why we do the show. Go ahead and jump on that. To win their division, Rangers, Wild, Kings, paying very good. Rangers, 29-1 odds. It'd be nice to have a good little March Madness bankroll to go on. We could throw a pretty penny on that one just for the heck of it. Okay. All right. Carolina and the Rangers, 7 o'clock is the face-off. When I say 7, that's all 7:05 relative enough. But we'll go ahead and say 7 for the intents and purposes of this show. But it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 7 games at 7, 1 at 7:35. And then 2 at 8. Full slate of late games, 4 games. I'm sorry, not 4 games. 2 games at 10 o'clock. And then we have the one at 8:35. Okay, let's get to it. We'll go through the injury report as well. We shouldn't have anything too major, I don't think. I'll do the daily recap right now in case I missed something from last night. Quickly cruising through. See if we have any new names. It looks like just all the real same characters that we've been talking about here for the last week or 2 or 3. Okay. Nothing major as far as injuries. We'll detail that a little more as we go. All right. Now to the games. Completely sidetracked by that futures thing. All right. Rangers and Hurricanes. Here we go. Big game. We just said it on the night. Minus 120 for the Rangers, minus 102, or even money basically for Carolina in goal tonight. That's going to be the big thing here. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be Shesterkin right now. I mean, this is going to be a must-win for the Rangers, you think, to have a chance to win the Metro. Yeah, Igor Shesterkin is the listed goalie. Nobody listed for Carolina right now as we speak. Okay, 60-minute money line on this. Rangers plus 130 is a good little price at home, I think. I think the Rangers are going to win this game. They are playing hard, hot, and furious, and they are charging towards the top of the Metro. Carolina just 6-4 now in their last 10. But, man, a nice road record. There's Elmer Fudd again. 21-7-6. Away for Carolina, plus 52 on the goal differential. But the Rangers, 4 wins in a row for them, and they look like they're going to be a good pick. Don't be surprised if this is a low scoring with the over-under at 5.5. Don't be surprised if this is an under game either. This has all the feels in the world of the playoffs, and we're going to just lean with the Rangers here at home. I think that's a good pick, actually. Minus 118 to win in overtime as well. I don't even know if I'd fool that 60-minute line at plus 130. I think minus 118, minus 120. If you get it in that neighborhood, Rangers at home is a good play tonight. All right, the Panthers, they just jumped into the wild card spot, leapfrogging the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they are now in Philadelphia as they travel across the state. Minus 165 for the Panthers, plus 140 is the comeback for the Flyers over under 6.5. It's tough because it's a back-to-back scenario. We picked the Flyers to be in the penalty box last week. Let's see what their schedule is coming up, actually. I want to see this. If we get to Tuesday night, let's see. And then the Flyers, only 2 games tomorrow night, so a shorter show tomorrow. Key games, though. Flyers have the Wild Friday, and they have the Red Wings on Saturday. Is that good enough for a penalty box play to play the Panthers? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we can throw the Flyers in the penalty box to pick on them all week. There's no reason to believe that the Panthers can actually win on the back-to-back. They have won 3 in a row now. They've scored 247 goals, which is a lot. Philadelphia, though, they have no offense. 2-6-2 in their last 10 as well. Just because of the back-to-back, I think we'll go ahead and take a pass on this. Florida, again, if we go through their injuries one more time, they're relatively healthy. Spencer Knight and Sam Bennett, really the 2 injuries there. And for Philadelphia, still missing Travis Konechny, Cam Atkinson, Sean Cordier. All these players are going to be out. Cam Atkinson long term as well. But Konechny is really the guy they miss. But we'll do a no play on this game. It's just tough to tell with the back-to-backs this late in the year, I think. Tampa Bay is in Montreal, again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time face-off. Minus 255 for the Lightning. Comeback plus 205 for the Canadians. Over under 6.5. We talked about how banged up the Canadians have been all year long. And, they still have that long list of injuries. Let's see. Lightning-wise, let's see what they've been up to. 5-4-1 in their last 10. So they're kind of leveling off here down the stretch. They do have 90 points. They can still catch Toronto for better seeding. They're in a comfortable enough lead ahead of the Islanders with really about 10 games left to play. So, I don't know. I feel like you might not get a whole complete effort tonight from Tampa Bay. I mean, this is a good time for them to rest people if they need to. And Vasilevsky is not listed in goalie at all. So Montembeault Ball is the only goalie listed for the Canadians. I think this is going to be a pass at the end of the day. Just too much juice to lay. And the Canadians, as bad as they are, they kind of keep it close. 1-7-2, though, in their last 10. They've been playing really poorly. I guess you take Tampa. I don't know. I just don't trust it on the slate tonight. Let's see. De facto playoff game in Buffalo with the Predators and the Sabres. Sabres minus 160. Predators plus 134. Over under 6.5. And really, both of these teams need to win. So a de facto playoff game is really what it is. They need points bad. Buffalo is 6 points back of Pittsburgh still, and they have teams that they need to leapfrog. Nashville is 5 points back of Winnipeg for a playoff spot. Also, they need to jump over Calgary. Hey, but Nashville has 3 extra games to play than Winnipeg or Calgary. So that's a good sign for them. And they're going to need to get wins. So, I mean, really, this is almost a de facto playoff game with the Sabres and Predators interconference matchup. Hard game. I don't know what to pick. So I won't. I would expect playoff type atmosphere hockey. I would expect a 1-goal game, maybe even a lower scoring game because that's what Predators tend to do. So maybe the over is the play at under 6.5. I don't know. Buffalo, you look at their games, there's 1 million goals in them. So it's a tough game, hard matchup to handicap. Saros is the only goalie listed right now for the Predators. All right, the Blue Jackets are at the Capitals. I mean, the Capitals have to get a win. But they, again, on the injury report, it's as bad as it gets. They have Trevor Van Riemsdyk on there now, personal reasons. Darcy Kemper hurt. Evgeny Kuznetsov, Nick Jensen. John Carlson continues to be out. Carl Hagelin is gone. Connor Brown gone for the season. Columbus isn't much better. They've been one of the more banged up teams in the league as well. Let's see if that has continued to be the case with the Blue Jackets. Maybe not as bad. Merzlikins is still on that injury report. Werenski, Jake Bean as well. They have more long-term injuries than short-term injuries. So I don't know. You hope the Capitals will be able to win this game at home. With recent form, though, Caps just 4-5-1, losers of 10 in a row, 2 in a row, not 10. Columbus has lost 3 in a row, 2-6-2 in their last 10. This is just another tough game to handicap. It's a big number for the Capitals. They have to have it. Columbus is packing it in for the season. As far as extra games to play, the Capitals, they played the most, 71 games. All these other teams have played the same or less than them. So really their obstacle to get into the playoffs is extensive. I don't know. At some point, they're too bagged up too. I can't have any faith in the Caps, especially not at this price. So this is going to be a pass for me. The Bruins minus 315 on the back-to-back games for the Senators. Let me get the quick rewind. Capitals, Lindgren and Tarasov are the goalies, in case you were wondering, since Kemper's out. Okay. Back to Senators and Bruins goalies listed for this game. Olmark is the only one listed, Linus Olmark. So he's had a great season for the Bruins, but they're minus 315. The comeback on the Sens plus 250. Have the Bruins been playing that good? Yeah, they kind of definitely have not been. 7-3, though, winners of 3 in a row. When we say they haven't been, they've just been playing closer scoring games. They are no longer the leaders and goals scored. That belongs to Edmonton, I believe, if we said that correctly yesterday. Yes, Edmonton has passed them in goals scored offensively. So the Bruins scoring seems to be down. They are 27-3 and 3 at home. The Sens are on the back-to-back. Bruins injury report is Derek Forbat, Taylor Hall, Matt Flippy, Nick Foley, Agno. Let's see. They'll get all these players back at some point. Again, I think I'm just going to pass. The Senators need this game. Man, that would be a good stretch if they can win in Pittsburgh and in Boston. They need it. They are 6 games back behind Florida, as we mentioned. 4-5-1 in their last 10. I mean, it looks like a Boston win at home, but I don't know. And it's a big price, and I'm not going to lay it. And I will move forward. Okay, down the coast in New Jersey, outside the outside the New York metro area, that is. The Minnesota Wild are in town to face the Devils. Wild won their last time out against the Capitals. As we said, they are one of the hotter teams in the league. They are tied with Dallas in the standings. Let's see. Again, with the Wild. They're tied with Colorado, 1 point behind Dallas in the standings. But 7-1-2 in their last 10. Look at it. Dallas at 7-3 in their last 10 has lost ground to Colorado and Minnesota. Colorado is 7-2-1, winners of 6 in a row, and Minnesota 7-1-2 in their last 10. The Wild are 18-5-11 on the road. The Devils are 5-3-2 in their last 10. They have the Rangers nipping at the heels of them and the Panthers. They can win the division themselves. They are just 1 point behind Carolina, so they could actually, via a New York win, this division could tighten up, and New Jersey could be the first place team in the Metro when all is said and done here at the end of the night. Again, this is a hard game. I don't know how you handicap this. Minnesota's been playing so good. So have the Devils. New Jersey injuries, same cast of characters we've been talking about, nothing new. They'll get all these players back, hopefully by the end of the month. Bernier, Miles Wood, Nathan Bastian, Mackenzie Blackwood, Curtis Lazar, but that's it. Nothing too crazy as far as heavy-duty injuries go. And the Wild, again, they're going to be one of the more healthier teams in the league. Kaprizov and Nyquist. Nyquist hopefully will be back in April. We have not seen him in a minute. Nice player to get back in time for the playoffs for Minnesota. This is a good game. It just is. I think you're getting a better price on Minnesota, especially if they can win in regulation. I mean, you're going to get paid close to 2-1 on the 60-minute money line. I think that's the way you go. Plus 210. So maybe just priced in with the price on that. But the Devils are really good. Vitek Vanacek and Philip Gustafsson are the two goalies listed for this game. So Minnesota and the Devils, a good game at 7:05 p.m. Eastern to round out the 7 o'clock slate. At 7:35, Islanders have to have it, and they have a tough opponent in the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Islanders at home are even money. The Maple Leafs laying minus 120 over under 5.5. Toronto sitting firmly in their playoff spot. They can't catch Boston. Tampa Bay can surge past them, I guess. But I think Toronto at the end of the day will hold on to that spot. 6-3-1 in their last 10. Playing well. Winners of 2 in a row are Toronto Maple Leafs. And let's see. The Islanders 6-3-1, winners of 2 in a row for them. I expect a physical game the Islanders don't want to give up their spot, and they need wins. They have played 71 games as well as the Capitals, so they played more than anyone else really in that chase for the wild card. And it's going to be a must win. I mean, they got everyone on their heels, in particular Florida and Pittsburgh, so they could find themselves not out of the playoffs, but Pittsburgh can get a win here, and the Islanders stumble, and there you go. You're right there tied for falling out. So this is going to be huge. Pittsburgh still with extra games in the hand, so a big must win for the Islanders at home, and it is a tough opponent. This is just a hard slate, man. Really, it is. Barzell, Sebastian Aho, and Oliver Wahlstrom for the Islanders are the entries for them. Toronto, they've been fortunate enough to be one of the more healthier teams of the season, although they have a six-pack of injuries right now. They'll get some of these players back, but it looks like most of these guys will be out until April, talking about like a Ryan O'Reilly, TJ Brody, Victor Mete. So Toronto, shorthanded on injuries has not affected them. They've been a good team, and I expect a good game in Nassau on the island tonight. Okay. Red Wings and Blues. I mean, this is a pass, but it smells like an under. 6.5 is the total here. St. Louis minus 150. And Red Wings plus 125. Rewind real quick to the Toronto game. Goalies listed are Ilya Samsonov and Ilya Sorokin. So the battle of the Ilyas. I think we had that a few weeks back as well. Okay, Red Wings and St. Louis Blues. Goalies listed are Hellberg and Joel Hofer. Maybe an over. So minus 150 for the Blues, plus 125 for the Red Wings, over under 6.5. I mean, the Red Wings have barely hopes of the playoffs. The Blues, not really so much. You can't trust either team at this point. So a full pass here. Coyotes are at Winnipeg. Winnipeg trying to fend off Calgary, and Nashville are a heavy favorite, minus 295, over under 6.5. Winnipeg have seen their share of struggles as of late. 4-5-1 in their last 10. They don't score a lot at 215 goals. They're not the best on defense at 202. They are 21-12-2 at home, though. Arizona, 6-2-2 in their last 10. Winners of 4 in a row, so they are hot. I know nephew Dave. Woo, pollen. Oh, man. Working out outside, too, is did a number on me. Yeah, pollen in Virginia this time of the year. Jesus. Sorry, Lord. Okay. Arizona, though, has played very well, though, lately. Winners of 4 in a row. So they are amongst the hottest of the teams in the NHL. Edmonton has won 4 in a row. Colorado has won 6 in a row. Florida has won 3 in a row. Rangers have won 4 in a row. Boston winners of 3 in a row. And if we take a look at that on the losing side, just to see if we have anything super crazy, Columbus has lost 3 in a row. So has Detroit. Pittsburgh has lost 4 in a row now. Wow, they were hot and really went cold, man. That's a story of the Penguins season is they were on fire and have completely cooled off. Winnipeg, I don't know. This is a tough call at home. I guess maybe you take the Arizona team goals against us. That's been kind of the play we've been going with on the show. Connor Hellebuck is a good goalie, though. Vejmelka for the Coyotes will be the goalie. I don't know. Hellebuck's a good goalie. I don't know. I can't trust them to get X amount of goals. Let's see if they're getting over 3.5 instead of 2.5. No, over 2.5 is plus 118. I think you still take a chance with that, to be honest. So that's about the best play I got so far, and I don't even like that. Really through all these games, I have not really picked anything tonight. Yeah, the Rangers, the first game, is the only one I really like besides that. The Coyote team goals over. We'll go with that. All right. Kraken and Stars, important game too. Stars trying to hold on to their Central Division lead. The Kraken are top of the wild card, and they could flip-flop if they go on a roll. But, everyone, how about this? Seattle has been 6-3-1 in their last 10, and they've lost ground in the Pacific. Vegas has gone 8-2. The Kings 8-0-2. Edmonton 8-2. So as good as Seattle has been, they have lost ground. And Dallas 7-3, playing just as good as those other teams, really, and better than the Kraken are the opponents tonight. Just another hard game. Minus 170 favorites for the Stars. Kraken are plus 140, over under at 6.5. I like the over last time they played, and it went over. I would try the same thing tonight, to be honest. I think that that's the case there. Let's see. Goalies in net tonight are Ottinger and the Cord. Injuries for the Kraken I'm interested in. Barakowski. Yeah, just not going to be back. He's still going to be out about another week or so. Donskoy done for the season. Philip Grubauer is sick, so that's the reason why he's not in there. And Dallas, with their injuries, they just need Barakowski back, really. I mean, he's good for a couple more wins than what they have right now. Same guys, Tyler Seguin, Mason Marchment, and Scott Wedgwood all should be back at some point for the Stars. I guess I give the edge to the Stars at home, but I think the over might be a fair play here. I feel like these two teams can score a lot. Dallas has scored 243 goals. Seattle has scored 240. Dallas is stingier on defense, but away from Seattle, the Kraken are 22-9-3. So I would have confidence again in an over in this game. So there we go. We found 3 picks for you anyways. And if you wanted to go over 8.5 goals, you're getting paid plus 340. I think they could reach that. 5-4 game, 6-3 game. 2-10-05 games. Yeah, so over in the Stars game, even over 6.5 is fine. You get 3-3, you get to overtime, you get the win there. I think team goals are both on board for this game as well. If you wanted to take a look at that, Seattle Kraken total goals just over 2.5 is minus 138. That's cheap enough. And over 3.5 for Dallas is minus 108. So that's cheap enough as well. I would actually take both of those since really the accumulation to go over both of those technically would be still under in the no, I got that all wrong the way I'm telling you. I don't know, maybe just take it over flat 6.5. But team goals are on if you want a specific team to root for or root against. Okay, Golden Knights and Canucks. Golden Knights are minus 135, Canucks plus 115, over under 6.5. 10 o'clock face off for this one. Vegas, like we said, are on fire, 8-2 overall. And their last 10, Vancouver, 8-2 overall, winners of 2 in a row. So Vancouver's been hot. I've been waiting for Vegas to stumble. If I'm going to play a Kings ticket with everything I told you, with Kings, Wild, and Rangers, which pays heavy-duty money at the moment to win their division, then I'm going to be anti-Vegas, and I'll be rooting for Vancouver tonight. Just out of interest, the Vancouver team goals, they've been playing hot. That's one way to approach this. Over 2.5 is minus 174. So that is heavy juice for the Canucks at home to get to 3 goals. So I don't think I'm completely interested in that. We'll take a pass. Flames are at the Ducks. Now, the Flames lost badly to the Kings last night. Ducks have been a hair feistier, 4-3-3 than what they had been. But they've given up 283 goals. That is, again, by far most of the season. They've given up over 100 more goals than Carolina has. Also, Toronto, Boston. So they have a few teams in which they've given up 100 more goals than. That's crazy on the part of Anaheim. But Calgary, 4-4-2 in their last 10, isn't exactly hot either. Injury-wise, the Flames. Michael Stone's really the one guy they're missing. Oliver Killington as well. Anaheim, Jamie Drysdale, Anthony Stolarz, popular player there. He'll be out until late April. He may not be back at all. Adam Hendrick. I don't know. This is a weird game. Calgary's on the back-to-back. I would not doubt if Anaheim wins this. They're getting paid plus 185 at home. That's a great number. And then on the 60-minute, this might be the way to approach it too, is just with Anaheim goals in case they get smoked. Over 2.5 goals for Anaheim is minus 112. So maybe you take a chance on that. John Gibson, the listed goalie for the Ducks. All right, I like that playoff ticket. Once again, we'll mention that. The Wild to win their division, they're 1 point back. The Rangers, 29-1 odds, 6 points back, but they play Carolina tonight. So if they win tonight, then they are 4 points back, and best believe that number is going to be way long gone at 29-1. So really, you're just kind of betting on that tonight. They are even favorites to win, so figure it's a coin flip. I'd rather invest in that future play with the Rangers, but we'll take Rangers, Wild, and Kings all to win their division, and even $5 on that pays $2,650 or so, $2,675 about. So $5 just for that to win $2,600 on 3 teams that combined 5 points back. I think that makes a lot of sense, and that'd be a good way to approach things. As far as games go for tonight, again, I will take the Rangers straight up, although we have them now in the future. But I think they are a good play at home, minus 120 or whatever that number is. I will skip all the way down. We'll bypass everything else until we get to the Arizona team goals over 2.5, paying well. We'll look at the Dallas Stars and Kraken to go over 6.5. And I think you can take a chance on Vancouver over 2.5 and maybe even Anaheim, bad teams over 2.5 goals. Of course, the angles there is Vancouver's hot themselves, winners of 8 of their last 10, and Calgary on the back-to-back in a tough spot in Anaheim. Okay, let's get Nephew Dave's plays. Ooh, that's a full slate. Okay. Nephew Dave likes this. Sorry, I'm dealing with breaking news. He likes the Tampa 60-minute line. He likes the Maple Leafs 60-minute line or the team total. He's going to go with the Coyotes on the team total. He's going to take the Flames -1.5, and he's going to take the Vegas money line as well. So Nephew Dave's picks are the Tampa 60-minute line, the Leafs 60-minute line or team total, the Coyotes team total. He likes that. Yep, he says that's been working. Flames -1.5 and the Vegas money line. Okay. I think we have it. We have some good picks. I've won with tickets tonight. Good luck. We only have 2 games tomorrow. And then on Thursday, let's take a look at that real quick. I think we have a full slate again. So games to be featured on Thursday of really good teams. Rangers, Hurricanes again. All right, so the Rangers can really make up some ground. Maple Leafs, Panthers will be a big game. Lightning and Senators will be a big game. Kraken, Predators will be a big game. Golden Knights, Flames, a big game. Penguins, Stars, a big game as well. And then you have your other cast of characters, bottom feeders along the way. Wednesday night, Penguins, Avalanche, and the Oilers. They need to keep winning. They can win that division or fend off the Kraken, who are trying to surge as well. All right, so there goes my phone on the floor. We'll go ahead and get on out of here. Apologize for any allergies. My throat sounds extra froggy, whatever the case may be there. All right, guys, good luck on your tickets. Inquisition, unknown, hopefully tonight. If not, we will probably get that on tomorrow. A lot of correspondence talking back and forth with potential guests. It's amazing how many emails people email back and forth just to make a decision. Okay, people, have a good one. Good luck and have